What's up, guys? We're here to expose some more nutrition myths. Today's nutrition myth is...
Can vegans build muscle?
Hell no.
Really?
Seriously.
Lies, it's a myth.
That is definitely a myth. So first off, what exactly is a vegan diet, babe?
So vegan diet, you are staying away from meat. You're usually eating more vegetables, plant-based diet.
Yeah, so not only meat, but also like seafood, eggs, dairy products, etc. So a lot of people say that you can't be vegan and be a bodybuilder or build muscle. And why do they say that? Well, for very good reasons, such as animal products are very high in protein sources, and those protein sources found in animal products are very bioavailable. And it's really hard to get your protein eating a vegan-based diet. However, hard does not necessarily mean impossible.
Yeah, it's totally possible to still get higher protein in. And thankfully, there are a lot of great options out there that are not dairy, not meat, and are going to be really good substitutes for those in order to still get your protein in.
Yeah, so what would some high-protein, vegan-based food sources be? Well, some of my favorites are beans and legumes.
Tofu. And now, thankfully, there are a lot of companies out there that make meat alternatives. Some of the popular brands are going to be Gardein, Dr. Praeger's.
And to add on to that, we also have food sources such as quinoa. And as a last resort, you can focus on the protein powders that are vegan-based, such as soy protein powders and rice-based protein powders and a lot of other...
Pea protein.
Pea protein, that's honestly one of my favorites.
Yeah, honestly, because it digests so well and I tolerate it really well, I kind of stick to vegan protein powder versus the isolates or the whey proteins that are out there.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, if you are vegetarian or vegan and you want to become a bodybuilder or build muscle, you really can. It just might be a little bit more hard for you to do that. You just might have to plan your protein sources out a little bit more ahead of time.
And we actually have a handful of athletes on Bair Aesthetics that are 100% vegan, and we've gotten them to really high placings at competitions, even at national level. When I start coaching an athlete that does follow a vegan diet, I typically will start them off at a lower protein goal just due to the fact that it is harder to hit protein. But instead of just throwing them into what our kind of average or normal protein goals are for our athletes who follow just any other type of diet or are consuming meat, I will slowly work them up to getting closer to that goal. But always in the beginning, I'll start them off a little bit lower just to make the introduction a little easier.
Yeah, absolutely. So whether you're vegan or not, what it comes down to in order to build more muscle is obviously a caloric surplus, but also the data supports a certain protein intake for the day. And our suggestion in order to build more muscle would be about 0.8 to 1.2 grams of protein per pound of body weight. And if you're in a dieting phase, we'll probably suggest you a little bit more protein. But again, if you're vegan and want to build muscle, you can totally do so.